Vector View Window, Part 3. Next, we make an increasing ramp state from 10 to 60 volts with 2 volt pace and a 1 ramp current. Then in Signal View Window, data table and 1, 2, 3 cursors are activated, and VL1E, VL2E, and VL3E signals are assigned to cursor 1, cursor 2, and cursor 3 respectively. There are 5 states in type field. In normal state, values are displayed in the table while performing the test. By selecting orange, an orange cursor appears at the top of the window, which is linked with cursor 1. In Signal View Window, and by moving this cursor, the time is displayed in time field. You can see that by moving this cursor, the signal values of all parameters are displayed in the table of Vector View Window and as a vector in vector graph of this window. Because this cursor is linked with the cursor 1 from Signal View Window and VL1E is selected for cursor 1 signal, instantaneous and effective values of VL1E signal are displayed in value and RMS column in Signal View table respectively. Now, if the user selects blue from the types available in this field, this cursor turns blue and is linked with the blue cursor, which is cursor 2 in Signal View Window. By selecting green as type, this cursor turns green and is linked with cursor 3 in Signal View table. So it should be noted that in all 3 types, including orange, blue and green, the values displayed in Vector View table are similar and only the cursor link of this window changes along with the cursors in Signal View Window for viewing the instantaneous and RMS values of the intended signal. If time is selected from the available types, a field named time appears at the top of the page, and by entering the intended time, values of signals parameters are displayed in Vector View Window, and their vector is displayed at the bottom of this page. In Reference Signal field, it is possible to select a signal as the reference in Vector View Window. By default, this is set at none. This means that if the voltage of phase 1 has a 60 degrees angle and the other phases are symmetrical, no signal is considered as the reference and based on what determined in detail view. VL1E and IL1 begin with 60 and 0 degrees angles respectively, and the other signals are displayed with a 120 degrees phase difference. Now, if reference signal is set at VL1E, you can see that VL1E signal begins with a 0 angle, and the other signals are displayed in this window with a 120 degrees phase difference. Since there is a 60 degree phase difference between current and voltage in table view, currents are displayed here with a 60 degree phase difference. Also, if displaying the line is activated in the window, by checking Show VLL from 0 option, you can see that the vector view of them is displayed from 0 in the vector graph of this window. If you want to perform zoom in or zoom out on Vector View Window, after right-clicking on Vector section of this window, first you need to uncheck Optimize option. Then, Zoom option is activated, and you can zoom in or zoom out by using this option. Moreover, if you wish to change the color of this page, by using Colors option, you can change background, foreground, and helper line colors. For example, here we change the background color to blue, foreground color to black, and helper line to green. To revert the settings to default, select Default Colors from this section.